Wow, Tuesday, October 20th. What an incredible snow system here that is cruising through southern Minnesota this afternoon and early this evening. Let's get right into it. Yeah, this is Novak Weather and bring me the news. And here's your snowstorm. This is the infrared satellite loop, and we're looking at the temperatures of the clouds, especially the cloud tops, and of course the greens and the yellows. These are colder cloud tops, which usually means an intensifying storm system. And take a look at what happened this afternoon over central and southern Minnesota and western Wisconsin. These cloud tops cooled. They rapidly cooled, which means, yeah, there was some intense banding of snow that has occurred and is occurring still over portions of eastern Minnesota now and western Wisconsin. But just an incredible storm system in a short duration that's dropping quite a bit of snow and slush here in the upper Midwest, and more specifically southern and central Minnesota and western Wisconsin. Here's the radar loop from Twin Cities International. Now, this is ending as of right around 4:30 this afternoon now. And again, look at this incredible area of snow. This is snow. The yellows that you see on radar is snow at about 1.5 inches, maybe even 2 inches per hour for a short period of time, especially over the central and southern Twin Cities metro. It's going to quickly get out of here. I think by about 6 or 7 this evening, the snow will be out of here, out of eastern Minnesota. We'll be left with drizzle. But yeah, just an unbelievable amount of snow in a short period of time here in southern Minnesota. That's one of the reasons why the Twin Cities National Weather Service had issued a winter storm warning for the Twin Cities and portions of east central Minnesota and west central Wisconsin. And you can see the back edge of the snow now starting to approach the extreme western Twin Cities suburbs. And then that rain-snow mix line, much of southern Minnesota, at least the southern quarter of Minnesota along the I-90 corridor on south, not nearly as much snow down there because rain mixed in, and the snow just simply wasn't as heavy down there as it was in the Twin Cities metro especially. And snow not as heavy up in northern Minnesota. Yeah, you got a little bit of snow up there if you're watching us from Bemidji and International Falls and Brainerd, but just not the incredible amounts of snow that have fallen in a short period of time here in southern Minnesota. Now, these are some of the snow totals that are being reported to the National Weather Service now as of late this afternoon. You know, some of these totals, it's hard to say if you can agree with them or not, but what it really comes down to is that already by late this afternoon, a good solid 3 to 5, maybe even as much as 6 inches of snow have fallen across the Twin Cities metro. With the heaviest amounts here across the southern metro, the way it appears. I think in general, the northern Twin Cities metro so far has received anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of snow, and then the southern metro 4 to 6 inches of snow, with still a little bit more snow to go yet late this afternoon and early this evening, maybe another inch or two to pile on top of that. And as we zoom out and look at some other areas of Minnesota, you can see just some impressive amounts of snow. Over 6 inches in some areas west of the Twin Cities. So no reason not to think that the Twin Cities, at least portions of the metro, especially southern metro, won't get in on at least 5 to 6 inches, maybe even more of snow when it is all said and done. This was what the Rapid Refresh model guidance had predicted for snow across east central Minnesota and western Wisconsin. And look, it had the bullseye here over Scott and Dakota County of the Twin Cities metro. And I think this graphic here is going to be pretty much on target. You can see down here in the Rochester area only an inch or two of snow is expected, and this is the I-90 corridor down here, so you can see that sharp gradient of snow across southern Minnesota. But yes, much of the Twin Cities metro getting in on at least 4 to 6 inches of snow, and I do think some portions of the southern Twin Cities metro are going to get more than 6 inches of snow. Of course, it's going to compact. It's melting as we speak, so by the end of the night tonight, you may only have 4 or 5 inches of snow in your drive, but it will be wet, compacted snow. It'll be like shoveling concrete, basically, across much of the Twin Cities metro. In fact, that's the case over much of southern and central Minnesota. And as I had mentioned, the heaviest snows right across the Twin Cities metro. And so those of you that like to say, hey, the Twin Cities metro never gets hit, I don't want to hear it anymore, right? This was a direct hit on the metro. And you can't get any more perfect of a direct hit than this across the heart of the Twin Cities metro, especially the central and southern Twin Cities metro. Now, looking ahead, I'm going to look ahead to Thursday because we are in an amazingly active weather pattern for the second half of October here. But take a look at the low-level temperatures now for Thursday evening. I want you to focus on what's happening here in southeastern Minnesota. Some pretty decent warmth being pumped up from the southern United States right on up into southern Wisconsin and southeastern Minnesota, while cold air is being dragged down across northwestern, northern Minnesota and into the eastern Dakotas. Yes, we have a very strong storm system that will develop over Minnesota and western Wisconsin. It's going to track northeast or almost right across the Twin Cities metro, the low pressure will, as we get into Thursday evening. That's going to produce heavy snows across the Dakotas and northern Minnesota. I won't be surprised if a winter storm watch is issued for those areas as we go through the next 24 hours or so. Again, this is for Thursday, and then I am expecting thunderstorms to break out over southeastern Minnesota, Wisconsin, and portions of Iowa. So another interesting day is ahead for Thursday. Just quick look at your extended forecast. Here are your average high end should be in the mid 50s here in southern Minnesota. Look at this. We're not even going to come close to the average high temperatures at Twin Cities International Airport as we go through the next 7 days. In fact, look at Monday of next week. I think with a snowpack, we may be stuck in the 20s for highs, upper 20s as we get into Monday. And yeah, even still another snow chance for Sunday, and that actually looks like it could accumulate over southern and central Minnesota. Sorry for the bad news. Well, some of you may think this is great news, but that's just what we're dealing with. An incredible ending, or at least second half to your October. That's your weather update. We will talk to you tomorrow.